PC Master Camp is the accelerator of the next big personal brands.
It is the most interactive and transformative 3-day virtual camp you'll ever attend in the Philippines.
You will be equipped with the clarity, direction, and foundation for creating a unique, effective, and profitable personal brand.
Discover your strengths and learn how to leverage them.
Obtain the technical skills and knowledge to maintain and grow your brand.
You will do all of this with close guidance, support, and accountability from the community.
Learn from the coaches that specialize in different areas of brand building such as strengths mastery, brand identity, brand growth, graphic design, and writing.
Passionate Creators is a community of remarkably supportive and purpose-driven individuals.
Pursuing what you love and reaching for the stars will be the new normal once you're surrounded with brand builders and thought leaders.
It's your turn to transform your passion into a living.
Transform your plan to action
and make your message go viral.
In PC Master Camp, passions will be made real. This is where it starts.
PC Master Camp is for you.
Enroll now.
See you in the PC Master Camp.
Yes, and we are back at it again. Kuya Lad, back at again with another episode of the Passionate Conversations. Medyo familiar yung intro ko, no? Familiar yung back at it again. Yan. So, if you're watching yung mga videos ng ating guest for tonight, guys, familiar yan sa inyo. And before guys, bago tayo mapunta sa ating topic, no, Passionate Creators or Passionate Conversations is a Facebook Live where we talk about passion, purpose, and branding, and also content creation, social media, and personal growth. My name is Kuya Lad and I am your host. Ayan, so grabe nakaka-excite yung topic natin ngayon, no, dahil medyo sikat. Oh, sikat talaga, no? Wala lang akong dito sound effects, hindi ko makuha yung sound effects natin dito, guys. Medyo nagkaroon ako ng Ayan. So guys, let us know. I hope that you are having a good time and I hope that you are enjoying yung ating evening ngayon. And gusto ko lang kamustahin yung mga nanonood. Hello kay Louie. Thank you for watching. And to all 28,000 people who are watching. And si Coach Ron. Hello, Coach Ron. And si Jerkoy is watching also. Hello sa inyo, guys. Ayan. So, guys, let us know where are you watching this live. And please type in dyan kung saang lokasyon kayo nandun. Kung saang area kayo ng bahay nyo nanonood. Ayan. Kung hindi nyo masabi kung saan kayo nanonood mismo. Ayan. Okay. Diba? Ngayon yung guest natin, guys, mas kilala siya, ako nakilala ko siya yung more on topic of love, yung mga ganyan, mga move on na yan. Pero hindi yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon, guys. Huwag kayong mag-alala dahil medyo tayo ngayon, wholesome? Hindi ba wholesome yung Ayan. Anyway, guys, before we call on our guest, don't forget to share this live video and para makita ng mga friends and family ninyo. And if you have questions when it comes to video, when it comes to vlogging, we will answer it during the conversation. And yun nga, no, nasasabi natin na there are technicalities and there are the outer game of vlogging. And here, ayan, teka, binabasa ko lang yung yung comment natin. From Cavite, si Kathleen. Hello, Kathleen. Watching from Jensen, si Sir Ralph. Uy, hello, Sir Ralph. And sino pa ba? Si Louie watching white. Akala ko watching white. Watching while in class. Okay, and si Ian. Hello, Ian. From Palawan. Oh, wow. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching. And hindi na natin papatagalin to, guys. We will call on a konting introduction lang para sa ating guest, no? Video content creation is now the pillar of the new digital world. Diba? Learning this ngayon sa ating digital world or sa era natin ngayon is in demand and high income skill. And ayun nga, this speaker or guest natin is he helped aspiring vloggers, video content creators, and business owners that wants to live a life in their own terms through generating a monetization structure around their passion or business by teaching them his proven steps of video content creation. And he is a vlogger, content creator, and host with around 1 million followers on Facebook, 80,000 on YouTube, 400,000 on TikTok, and over 30 million video content views. He is a Filipino Times New Media Personality of the Year 2019 and Gawad Pinoy Excellence in Media Award 2020 and the founder of RTD Vlogging Academy. Guys, let us all welcome RTD or Real Talk Darbs. Hello,
Hey,
hello!
what's up? Real Talk Darbs back at it again with another live, of course, with passionate creator Lad. Thank you very much, Lad, for having me here. Sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ngayon, maraming salamat po. And I appreciate you bringing me here, of course, with my passionate creator family. Maraming salamat sa inyo. And this is something that if you have been following Real Talk Darbs and if you wanted to go down deeper and not talk about just love anymore, but you're broken hearted and you just wanted to do something about that pain, and sometimes yung pain na yun pala creative ka pala on the other side of the fence, then maybe this is the right content for you. So sit back, relax, chill, understand, because me and Lad is gonna be bringing you more value that we can on this episode alone. So chill ka lang dyan, manood ka, grab ka ng popcorn, wag mo muna siyang replyan, okay? Isip ka ng isip sa kanya, hindi naman nire-replyan. Kumusta, Lad? What's up?
Yun naman yung mga gusto ko usapan dito Yung mga konting banat dyan. Gusto ko yung pareho pa tayo naka-white no? Real Talk Darbs.
Oo nga Ganun yun, basta mga pure.
Pure ano?
Pure content
pogi.
Creator. Parang walang kasalanan sa mundo no?
Kaya nga nag-white ako ngayon dahil alam kong pagkasama kita nagiging pure ako
Yes, sir.
Pure pogi.
Baka may mag-comment dyan na I beg to disagree.
Baka biglang may mga babalik ba, Real Talk Darbs?
Oo nga baka nga Yon.
Okay, sige. I-close ko muna yung chat ko, yung messenger ko. Wag mo munang re-replyan. Sabi mo kasi wag mo nang replyan.
Sige, wag mo nang replyan yan, Lad. Hayaan mo siya mag-antay.
Ayan. Okay, so Darbs, thank you very much for for accepting yung invitation namin for you to be our guest for our passionate conversation episode. Ayan. So Darbs, just to for icebreaker lang teka lang, paano mo ba gustong tawagin ka? Kasi yung iba kasi kilala ka na as Real Talk Darbs Tapos,
RTD. Pwede mo tawagin RTD.
Okay, sige. Para alam ko lang kung paano ako masasanay kung paano ka tatawagin. Okay, sige. RTD, okay. So, for the icebreak lang na question, RTD, gusto ko lang itanong, what is something na you are really passionate about?
There's a lot of things, but basically, I'm so passionate about giving value to my audience. Yun lang. This is something that I want everybody to understand, that is the reason why I am where I am right now. It's because the main purpose, I know it sounds super cliche, sounds parang corny, cheesy, but if you cut open my heart right now, that's what you're gonna find. I really ultimately wanted to bring value to my audience, and that value comes from where I think I'm good at, and that is, I believe, content creation, speaking in front of a camera and giving advice. But the sole purpose of every content that I produce out there is to just ultimately give value to you. May makukuha ka, may matututunan ka. And that is very evident kasi most of the time, I don't usually talk about my personal stuff, my things, mga bagay sa akin. I don't usually talk about that. I usually use my time or airtime that I have with my audience through my Facebook Live or content creation, just to spit out more value to you para may makuha ka. I don't want you to find out about me because there's no value you can get from that. But me giving you and telling you that you're worth it, me telling you that whenever you try to create a content, it's supposed to be unselfish. That is what my main concern is. And that is the thing that I'm very passionate about, giving value to my audience. Yan.
Wow, grabe napaka-heartthrob ni Real Talk Darbs. Gusto ko lang pag-connect yung heartthrob in Real Talk Darbs. Pero talaga parang giving value talaga is really important, especially sa sa in our field, in our being a content creator, kasi most of us na parang selling something and parang there's no value into it. Well, okay naman, pero yun nga, parang it's more important for us to give value, especially sa audience natin, sa mga ginagawa natin. And just a little, Darbs, can you just introduce yourself? Kung ano yung ginagawa mo ngayon, especially sa mga first time na makita ka ng mga audience natin.
Sure. So just for you to give for me to give you context. So my name is Real Talk Darbs. I am a content creator. I'm a full-time content creator. I was able to quit being an OFW for almost 9 years because I pursued content creation. So ano ba yung mga content na ginagawa ko? I'm not sure. Maybe one of those times you were able to see me flow through your feed and talking about that you're worth it, that dapat hindi ka magpakatanga sa taong dapat hindi mo hinahabol. My niche is relationship. I mostly talk about that. And when I talk about relationship, there are potential motivational aspects of it. Natutuwa nga ako kasi yung mga friends ko na lalaki na walang problema sa pag-ibig, nagme-message sa akin, nanonood pa rin daw sila. And on the other side of that, I also am a founder of the RTD Vlogging Academy. So that is my other passion. I want to teach my students that they can actually live a life in their own terms by learning how to create content around the things that they love, build a monetization structure around it, and I don't know, somehow will be able to quit their 9 to 5 job and do this for the rest of their life. So it's not content creation that I really teach. I'm teaching you the way on how to be your own boss, do the things that you love while earning money around it. Because in a 2021 world, sa totoo lang, hindi na uso yung magtatrabaho ka sa bagay na hindi mo gusto. We spend almost half of our life in jobs, in our job, and the things that we decide to like put our time, effort, and energy in. So if you hate your job right now, there's a huge potential that you might be hating your life. So you being able to know what you want to do, kahit ano pa yan, kasi hindi naman, you cannot judge someone if, like, say for example, there might be a very great lawyer, but that's not really the thing that they want. They might just want to bake a cake. That's what makes them feel alive. So doesn't matter. This is me trying to tell you that yes, it's possible. Yes, you should not worry about what people will say, because at the end of the day, it's you what matters. Ikaw yung nagmamatter. Yun.
Wow. Okay, pero basically talaga you're using the platform to teach vlogging or creating video content, mga ganun no. How did you start doing it, or kumbaga ito na lang yung question ko. Who is Darbs or who is RTD before you became RTD?
I was a very sad OFW kasi hindi ko alam yung gagawin ko dito sa, like, if you guys are able to relate, or meron kayong family na OFW, or you are once an OFW, you'll know how difficult it is to be here. So I was very sad when I was starting as an OFW. Hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko. Pathless, tulad nga na sinabi nila. But eventually, even before I became an OFW, I was already a content creator. Kasi when I was in college and in high school, palagi ako ang leader when it comes to role-playing, may mga group projects on presentation. I always am the one who's doing that. And even if my team just only have 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I always is able to pull out something creative na mas natatalo pa namin yung mga teams na nag-prepare a day before. So that was somehow the foundation of who I am, and I just followed it through. So eventually, after like 7 years of being an OFW, I discovered that there was this thing called Facebook Live. Tapos naging guest ako sa isang parang show, and then eventually at that show I was able to really like dive in to my skill, kasi somehow I was able to like outperform someone who's doing it for a long time. So I told myself, yeah, I think this might be something that I may be very good at. And then eventually, the rest is history. I did my grind. Used to edit 4 hours or 5 hours every day before. Kahit na may trabaho ako, most of the time there are people who's telling me that I'm wasting my time because I'm uploading videos and not even more people are watching it. Wala masyadong nanonood. And that's where I was able to really develop this intent. Na I don't really care about how many views I garner or I get. Like, one soul change in my content is worth 1 billion views. I always say that. Always say that to my students. That is still the thing that's still my guiding compass. Na it doesn't matter kung may mapakapanood man nito or wala, as long as merong isang tao, kahit isang soul lang, na nabago yung soul niya or his or her life was changed, I'm good. That is goal met, kumbaga, goal accomplished. Ganon.
Nung nag-start ka
sinabi.
ng ano, may ano pala yun. Nung
Dami
nag-start
mong
ka
sinabi
ng mga videos mo, RTD, did you already start creating content about giving advice about love? Ayun na ba yung naging...
Not really. Not really. Ang content namin nun before, that was just green eh. Mga green jokes eh. But there was like always a woman na may guest kami. Tapos it was just green. Parang, wala lang, kanto-kanto lang, tambayan lang na conversation.
Mhm.
But eventually, I always have something to say. That when I say and I drop my thoughts, like that stops the conversation and everybody listens. So I just observed. Eventually, I was able to know that I might be very good at this. So yun, tinuloy-tuloy ko na lang. So just to go back to your question, siguro kung ikaw, if you're a content creator and you don't know what to do, taste, like try everything. Try the thing that you think you love and try the thing that you think you don't love. Kasi eventually you'll never know until you tasted it yourself. Don't overjudge it or don't base a specific niche or a specific activity na hindi mo gusto just because you were able to get an opinion of someone who told you that it's not good, so it's not good for you too. Syempre iba-iba yung opinion nun eh. And that is my advice to everyone. Always taste, try it out there.
Yeah. Kumbaga parang ano rin yan eh, no? Kumbaga parang in finding your passion, you have to try different things until such time na mahanap mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mo. 'Di ba? Tsaka ano yun eh, kumbaga pag nagtatry ka ng nagtatry, tapos hindi siya nag-work, ibig sabihin lang yan, you're one step closer, papunta dun sa gusto mo talagang gawin.
Yes,
Diba?
sir. You only have to be right once. I always tell this to myself. You only have to be right once and you're just one content away from being viral. Sipin mo lang, you're just one content away from being viral. Isang content lang ang kailangan mo just for you to become viral and that could change your life. But at the end of the day, this is a journey. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. When you're trying to do this, your intent is supposed to be way bigger and way more than just being popular and getting rich. Although monetary value, yes, fine. You cannot live a life in your own terms if you're starving, right? Pero that should only be the byproduct. That is my process. That was my process. And that kung pipilitin mong mag-monetize as early as possible, that F's up your output eh. The fastest way to monetize is not to think about the monetization. Yun.
Yung basahin ko lang yung mga comment dito. No? Sabi ni Yayang hindi ginay or self-worth since day one. Tapos, sabi ni Jen D, can we get some advice? O, may nangingi ng advice. Anong advice ang kailangan mo, Miss Jen?
Anong advice gusto niya?
sabi ni Miss G or ni Coach G, one soul change. Ayan. So, si Miss G is one of the graduate din ng RTD Vlogging Academy. Yes. Ayan. Sabi ni Jason, self-worth squad. Ayan. Ito sabi ni Jay. Ni Kuya Jay. Nag-magician na rin yan si Tito Darbs at nanalo sa Talentadong Pinoy, UAE. Yes! Ayan, sabi naman ni Rochelle, ay wow, Darbs Kim na malakas. Wow. Hello sa inyo guys. Hello, thank you for watching. Ayan, so, punta naman na tayo dito sa after knowing your backstory before bago ka mapunta sa pagkakreate ng mga vlogs mo. Here in video blogging, how can you say or why living today in this era is the best era for the humankind?
Well, my friends, this is an era where everything is possible. That if ever you like to talk about chinelas or I don't know, you're very passionate about bagoong or you're very passionate about a chair, there is a huge possibility that you can monetize around it through the use of the internet. Because the internet, my friends, gives us a lot of possibilities. It removes the gatekeepers before from television, radio, newspaper. Dati kasi you are not able to speak about the things that you want to speak about and getting so much attention because the only machine that can get so much attention before are those three platforms. And that is why internet is very beautiful because they remove those gatekeepers. Yung mga tao na nandun na nagfa-facilitate ng three platforms na yon. You can create your own platform for free, my friend. The entry level of creating a content is almost zero. Kailangan mo lang ng internet and laptop and a cell phone and a creative mind. And you can possibly build through that and live a life in your own terms. Most people don't realize this, and most people just focus on the negative. Like, may pandemic, like, ang hirap na ngayon, like, ang taas na ng mga bilihin. My friends, that life will never be perfect. And I could say that life will never be fair. Pero at the end of the day, it's just how you focus on the things that could actually help you move towards the place where you want. And if you focus on things that stops you, I mean, you're not going to be able to move forward. But I'm telling you, if you haven't found it out yet, I'm telling you, you are living in the best era for humankind because of the internet. Imagine yourself, you could have been born in a war. World War I, World War II. You could have been born in a world where it was there was the Spanish flu. Where everybody that is surrounding you is dying, right? And your personal happiness is the least priority because you have to survive. And that is a shitty life to live, honestly. But right now, we are given an opportunity, a chance for us to honestly pursue the things that we want to do the things that we love doing. And that is all possible regardless of what it is through internet. Here's the thing though. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Mahirap. It's not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna use internet for 3 months. I'm gonna live the life in my own term. Of course not. It will be difficult, but it's possible. And most people want it quick. That's why they quit in the middle of the process. And that is what I'm teaching on my vlogging school. How you can actually have a mind setting, how you're able to actually pursue the things that you want to do, being patient about it, but doing everything you can every single day for you to arrive in that spot. So both things should be pulling you on each direction, allows you to navigate this life of living a life in your own terms. Ganon.
Yan. Kumbaga parang here in our era talaga, it is the best era for us or for the humankind because kumbaga parang yung mga resources na kailangan natin in doing things, parang almost abot kamay or madali na lang i-search or kung lalo kung gagawa tayo ng mga content, ng mga video content, we can search about it 'Di ba?
Yes.
Kumbaga, we can use the resources na meron tayo which is ayun nga, open para sa atin na magagamit natin. Kaya it's best for us to use our resources wisely then na parang makapaghanap or makapag-research about it. And ayun, we have our own message that we can only share. Sabi nga ni Carla nung isa sa mga passionate creators natin yan na we have a message na gusto nating i-share sa ibang tao. And through the use of internet, through the use of our phone, we can share our purpose, we can share our passion.
Sir.
'Di ba? So sobrang sobrang ganda ng natin ngayon. We can use this to our advantage, right? Yan. Now, since that RTD, we're using, pinag-uusapan na rin naman natin yung video content, and that is the thing that one of the things na gagamitin natin for us tawag dito to create a content. Now, question din ng ibang tao how do you create a content na papanoorin ng tao?
Okay, how can you create meaningful content? Just to give you context, guys, this is a very good question. Everybody can be a content creator. So honestly, you can just take a video, upload it in the internet, and that is content. But not everybody has the skill, has the gift, and has the capacity to create a content that people will consume, that people will engage into, that people would find very relevant, that it changes their life. And that is what I'm teaching. And I would love to think with the things that I was able to achieve on my content creation journey, I was able to break it down, narrow it down, how to create a content that people will consume. And one of which, to be honest with you, it's not about the camera, it's not about the technicalities, it's not about this and that. Could be a little thing, but the major factor why a person would watch your content is because they're getting value from it. Be it in entertainment, be it you giving them value at a specific time na sasabihan kita kung bakit ka naging tanga sa taong hindi ka naman dapat naging tanga at that specific time. You are in that spot and there's someone who's telling you why you shouldn't be stupid and why you should love yourself. Or there is someone who's telling you how to iron clothes in just a span of 1 minute with using this technique. So how can you create a content that people will watch? By giving value to your audience. Of course, I'm just telling this to you very like in a bird's eye view. There are technicalities how to arrive in that specific spot. But if you really dig it down and see every content that I create, or those content creators that was able to be successful in this genre or in this video content creation, there's value on what they're getting or what they're saying. Now, this is something that I'm always pushing to my students, to those people who's watching, that you're not gonna even watch Real Talk Darbs if I was just talking about my experience, kung gaano ako nasaktan, kung gaano ako na ganito. I don't even say that na dapat ganito guys kasi ako nasaktan ako guys, hindi ganyan sakit. Hindi, I'm not selfish. I didn't tell people what I feel. I tell people the things that they can realize on that experience, and that is at the end of the day value. They can take it, they can ignore it, pero the intent of every content that is supposed to be created is to give value to your audience. Ano yung dapat? Meron dapat silang makuha walking away from that. And that is how I built the bedrock of Real Talk Darbs. That it's not just about you feeling happy when you watch my content. It's not just about you being able to feel fulfilled kasi sinabihan kita na worth it ka, na ganito ka. There are always a takeaway. May baon ka. At you know what? In every people that interacted with me, there will always be that learnings that I know they learned from me. Kasi the very words they're able to utter, even after, 6 months of them watching it, merong tumatak. And that is the reason as to why whenever I try to push something out there in terms of monetary way, people would eventually would just say yes because of the value that they were able to get at the very first. I just killed them with kindness, that I gave more than I took, and that this is the chance for me to somehow push them on things that I know would help them, but there is a monetary value around that. It would be easier for them to give me that because alam mo yun, parang yung tita mo na nagbenta sa nanay mo ng biko, di ba? I mean, yes agad. Kasi magkakilala sila. You get what I'm saying? So that is how I was able to quit, live a life on my own terms, just because of the sole purpose of me trying to give value to my audience. Yon.
Yan. So, value talaga. Naalala ko ngayon sinabi mo, yung narinig ko sa'yo before, yung kay Gary Vaynerchuk, na sabi niya nga, you give value, then you sell. Parang, or yung sa book niya na,
yes. Give. Jab, right hook.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, that's why...
Give, then ask, not take.
Yeah.
Parang ganon.
Pero how can content creator or how can people know kung anong value yung ibibigay nila?
By knowing what they're good at. Tulad nga ng sinabi ko, it's not supposed to actually find a niche right away. Like, hanap ako agad ng niche by cooking and stuff. The niche should come specifically within you eh. Kasi you might be the very best basketball player, but if you hate basketball, then it's totally detrimental to living a life in your own terms. Right? Kasi every single time na gagawa ka ng basketball tutorial, you hate it. So what's the difference between that and having a job that you don't like? Correct? So it's you. Like what is the thing? What is the mission that you think you want to fulfill? What is the thing that you think you're good at and you love doing? You start from there. And once, kasi everybody knows something that most people don't know. May mga bagay kang alam na hindi alam ng tao. And it's just a matter of you trying to really pinpoint it down that you know a specific thing that you're good at and you love doing. I think that's the best way for you to start finding out how to give that value. Kasi I'm all for giving value in a sustainable way. You might be very good at something that you don't like, And up until kailan mo kayang gawin yon? I don't know, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and after that, you just get tired of it, and then you stop. So I'd rather want you to continuously be doing and giving value to your audience for the rest of your day, because this is the thing that really makes you feel alive, makes you feel happy. I think that's a very great way to start from there. Alam mo yan, super philosophical lang sinasabi ko, pero I'm telling you, this thing is very practical. I wish I can tell you, you just have to read this specific line and follow this specific rule and you can be successful. I wish I can do that sa totoo lang. But that's not the way. The way that I was able to build the foundation, the very thing that I'm experiencing right now, is through really giving value and through those cliche-like things such as giving value and somehow not thinking about the monetization, because this really molds the content. This really makes people want to watch more of you because they know that you're authentic. Ganon.
Yeah. Tsaka important din yung authenticity no? Tsaka kasi ikaw talaga yun yung pinapakita mo through your vlogs or your video Kasi most of, dati rin kasi, ako personally, ang nangyayari sa akin dati, pag naghahanap ako ng niche, hinahanap ko kung ano yung uso, or ano yung ganito ba, ito ba yung magugustuhan ng tao? Ito yung uso ngayon, ito yung gagawin ko But, I realize rin kasama rin yan yung sa mo, sa vlogging academy mo na-realize ko rin na, hindi mo kailangan maghanap ng niche outside of you Internal siya na kailangan mo, hanapin mo siya sa sarili mo. Na ano ba yung gusto mong gawin? What is something that you are passionate about? Then give value out of it.
Yes, sir.
Diba?
Exactly.
Kaya tsaka rin, tinuro rin to ni sa amin, ni Louie, the founder of the Passionate Creators, guys. Yung content smoothie, galing rin to sa isang vlogger na pinapanood niya. Yung content smoothie, you have to know kung ano yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin or yung madalas mong gustong pag-usapan, and through that, ikaw lang yun unique ka with your own way tsaka yung mga gusto mo talagang bagay, ikaw lang yung passionate about it, or even ikaw lang yung ganun yung personality. Kumbaga, authenticity, napapakita mo kung sino ka talaga.
Yes, like your personality is your niche.
Yeah.
Parang you are your own niche. Like yourself. Like I might stop talking about love in the next after 10 years, and I'll just gonna talk about, I don't know, NFTs or Bitcoin or something. I don't care, because that is what I'm passionate about. Sa totoo lang, I could shift anytime now that I might not talk about love anymore, and I'll just talk about creating content creators. Who knows? But if that's my heart really wants to tell me, I might lose some content, I might lose some followers. It doesn't matter, as long as I'm able to gain new ones that can ultimately impact their own followers, because I'm training them to become a new breed of content creators.
Yes. Wow. Yan. Kamustahin ko muna tong mga nandito sa chat natin. Hello kay Marl. Hello, Marlon. And very good topic and conversations, RTD and PC. Yan. Thank you for watching. Si John Michael Manalo, RTD Sakalam. RTD Sakalam. Yan. And si Kathleen, sabi niya kanina, is sustainability daw talaga. Yes, correct,
Yes.
sir. Yan. And kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan, RTD, parang it's more on the inner inner motivation or inner things, na hindi siya about the technicalities yung sa pag-create ng video This is about the inner game of vlogging. And yun na rin yung topic natin How can you explain ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng inner game of vlogging?
Well, most people would think that they need like fancy equipments, expensive gears, or like tremendous skills for them to even start talking in front of the camera and putting their words out there. And that is the misconception of most people right now, na kailangan nilang ng ganung klaseng bagay. And even if newbie content creators would think that those are the most important things that they have to learn first before even uploading a content, which is very wrong, because that's already the middle of the process. I always tell this as an analogy, yung tricycle and Lamborghini. Lamborghini has very nice, what do you call this? Very nice car, ang daming features. It's very fast. And tricycle, not much. Pero sa totoo lang, a vehicle's main purpose is to take you from point A to point B. That's the very purpose of it. You might be a Lamborghini, honestly. Great skills, amazing look, physically, great content creation, what do you call this, innate abilities, magaling ka sa lahat, like a Lamborghini. But if you don't have fuel, if you don't have inner game, that's all useless. Dun ka lang, nakaporma ka lang dun. You're just a content creator that's not creating because you don't have a fuel for you to go from point A to point B. You could be a tricycle, not much features, enough to just take you from point A to point B, which is the very purpose as to why you existed as a vehicle. But my friend, you have so much fuel than a Lamborghini that it can take you from Manila to Dubai and 5 times back. You have more mileage. You're able to do more things compared to a fancy Lamborghini just because of one single reason. That is, you have more fuel than the other one. There's a lot of content creators who's great than me in editing, in speaking, in creativity, but I don't think that there are more content creators who has more fuel than I have, because that is what I developed, the inner game. What are the things that you're supposed to learn? What are the things that you're supposed to think about even before holding a camera, even before uploading things on the internet? And that, my friends, are very underrated things that could eventually allow you to become successful in content creation journey. This is high-level tactical. Yung tinuturo ko sa RTD Vlogging Academy, and these are one of those things. Now, inner game is way, way important than outer game. Because outer game, you can learn that anytime, through practice, through things. But if you're misguided, you could have the best, you could be a Lamborghini and you might have a fuel for some time, but if you don't know how to control that that speed, that features, you're gonna get crashed anyway. So inner game in vlogging is one of the main focus of RTD Vlogging Academy. Before and beyond vlogging nga ang ano ko ang what do you call this, tagline ko in RTD Vlogging Academy, because I'm not just going to teach you how to vlog right away. That's the middle of the process. What I'm going to teach you is what are the things that you're going to be thinking about even before holding a camera? How can you make this sustainable for you? How can you be able to make this content creation journey a marathon, not a sprint? Because if you're equipped on this content creation journey thinking about that this is a sprint, you're not going to last. Diba? Imagine a sprinter trying to race in a marathon. He might be first like for a couple of hours, but I'm telling you, my friends, there's a long road ahead, and most sprinters are not going to be able to finish it. Only the marathoners, and that is what I'm teaching. Yeah, that's it.
Yan. Sabi dito ni Joven, true, na-amaze nga ako kay Roden Factor. Wala siya kahit ano, CP lang, gamit niya pang edit, pero dami niya followers sa TikTok. Yeah. Like ko na nakikita ang mga ganyan, no, na even hindi ganun kaganda yung edit nila, or hindi ganun kaganda yung mga videos nila, talagang nagiging sikat sila sa sa content nila because of the value, because of the fuel na meron sila, na yung inner game na pinapakita nila sa mga audience nila, no? And we're talking about fuel, RTD, no? Ano ba yung pwede nating sabihin na fuel natin dito sa inner game natin?
Intent, giving value, being authentic. Those are values that's so underrated that almost half of the vloggers don't have it anymore. Half of the, like, I don't know, content creators out there don't even know what those means. They just upload content in the internet for the sake of being popular, for the sake of getting money. And yeah, for quite some time, if you're really that good, you might be able to be successful. But until when? Because at the end of the day, content consumers are smart. They're gonna know if you are someone who's fake or not. So, yes, Carla, love that. Relentless execution. Pwede natin palakpakan si Carla.
Ayun pala, meron
Si
pala.
Carla lang ata ang sinabihan kong mag-guest ako sa kanya pero hindi siya nagte-take advantage na i-guest ako. Kasi there's a lot of people who's asking me for a guesting. I always say no. Pero si Carla lang yung sinabihan ko pero hindi niya pa, inaantay ko lang si Carla lang magsabi sa akin sa totoo lang.
Carla, ayan na. Ito na. Live to on the national television, Carla. Ano mo na yan, Carla.
Yes.
Take advantage mo na yan, Carla.
Yes.
Pero yun.
Thank you very much. So yun nga, relentless execution. Kasi lahat ng intent, lahat everything, kung hindi mo papatakbuhin yung tricycle mo, hindi ka mag-e-effort, you're not still gonna be able to go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
So relentless execution as well is one of the key factors. And when you execute because this is a marathon. We're not doing this as a sprint. Yeah?
Yeah. Ayun. So guys, ako personally, I am also a graduate of RTD Vlogging Academy. And yung inner game, sobrang, ito yung pinaka sa akin, tumatak sa akin, tsaka yung naging takeaway ko dito. It's more on talaga eh. Hindi gaanong ka-importante or hindi priority na magkaroon ka ng magagandang tools, na magagandang camera or anything. It's always the inner game eh. Ayun talaga yung force na kailangan mo, inner force din, di ba? Kung tawagin, na kailangan mo talagang palabasin within yourself. Ano ba talaga yung fuel mo? Why are you doing this? Di ba? Yung intent. And nababanggit mo na nga rin kanina yung intent, yung relentless execution, yung mga na-comment na rin dito ni Carla kanina, no?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the vlogging pillars na dinidiscuss mo with your, with your vlogging academy. So, if you want that, mamaya, bibigyan natin ng chance to promote yung ano ba yung meron niya sa vlogging academy na yun. And, dun sa dun sa vlogging pillars na yun, RTD, tingin mo what is the most important pillar para sa'yo? Before you answer, sorry guys. Sa mga naka-attend na ng vlogging academy ni RTD, guys, you can comment ano yung pinaka gusto nyong vlogging pillar dun sa 6 na yon. Ayan, so comment nyo lang dyan. Ayan, go ahead, RTD.
Amazing. For me, the best, the most important thing is intent talaga eh. Kaya siya yung pinakauna. This intent is what sets everything up. Kumbaga, this is the main foundation. That when your intent of creating content should be more than just about getting money and be famous. And most people, that's why. Kasi isipin mo if you think about it, content creation or being a content creator or even a vlogger, the entry level is so easy. Pero why is it that if it's so easy, then at least one of our 10 friends should be a successful or at least a famous content creator? Pero that's not the case, right? The entry level is so easy, but not everyone has the capability of doing so. Why? Because most people has the wrong intent going into this. Kasi tulad nga ng sinabi ko, there's a lot of people who is very, very talented but quits in the middle of the process. If you want to have the best tasting cookie in the world, you have to do it full baked. You can never expect the best cookie in the world if it's half baked. So that cookie should be baked at least 3 hours of intense heat and so that umalsa siya. Most people are the raw ingredients are the best cookie. There are potential to be the best cookie in the world for their potential, for their capabilities. But you know what? Most of them don't even reach that level. Bakit? Because they're supposed to be in this game, in the content creation journey for quite some time in order para umalsa yung mga bagay na dapat umalsa sa kanila, just like that cookie. So imagine if you take the cookie halfway through the process, even bubuksan mo lang at titingnan mo lang at ibabalik mo, that affects who you are. So same as true with content creators out there. Most of them quits in the middle of the process because they didn't know. They don't know what to expect. They didn't know what to think. And that is the reason why they quit. They could have been more popular than Nas Daily. Who knows? Nas Daily, by the way, he didn't have it overnight.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's first few videos sucks. Just like mine and just like most successful content creators. But it was because the intent was just because of more than just becoming popular or getting money. That's the reason why they went through more than most people would have stopped. They went through so much na yung kung ibang tao lang yon na ang intention ay maging sikat at magkakaroon ng pera would have easily stopped. Kasi kung pera lang at ano ang gusto mo dito, fame, I mean, you will stop in the middle of the process. Kasi I don't know, 6 months ko nang ginagawa to, wala pa akong pera. 1 year na akong gumagawa, wala pang sponsor, wala pang nagbabati sa akin sa daan at magpapapicture. para ano pat ginagawa ko to, Kuya Darbs? Diba? I'm gonna quit. But that person could have been the best content creator out there if he just had the patience. And if his intent just evolved, he could have been the best out of everyone. But at the end of the day, he stopped because of those two shallow reasons. Yon.
Wow. So ano talaga, it's your why eh, 'di ba? Kung bakit mo siya ginagawa eh. Pero again, hindi siya about having or parang ang ginagol mo dito is yung fame or yung money kasi eventually pag hindi mo siya nakakuha, hihinto ka eh. You'll quit eh because of that eh. Tsaka
sure.
it's either 0 or 100%. No such thing as 50%, 75%. Diba? Yes or no lang yan. Parang ganyan.
Yes.
Yan. Sabi dito ni Carla, ang favorite niya daw is authenticity. Wow. Yan yung isa sa ano. Ako rin,
Nice.
authenticity
That's
rin
good.
yung favorite ko dyan.
That's very important too.
Yeah. Sabi ni Miss G, it's giving value for me.
I
Yan.
love that too actually.
Yep.
Yes.
Sabi ni Carla, intent is the why kasi. And sabi ni Kuya Jay, dapat purpose-driven daw. Purpose and patience before pera. Yan. May question lang dito, RTD,
Joven.
from Joven. Yan. Sabi niya,
Sige.
Sir RTD, ask ko lang po paano yung gusto mo gawin, ang dami na gumagawa, madalas mas magaling pa sila mag-vlog, nakaka-intimidate po.
Why, Joven? Because you give so much value on what people will think. There is an art. That is why it's an art not to give a fuck. Pardon my French. Who cares? Are you doing it for them? And who knows, Joven? Maybe if you try to like be one of those food vloggers out there, which most people are doing so much, it's not the end game. It's what you get in the process. Kasi there might be a food vlogger, but there will always be a more specific niche. Like, I don't know, you're just gonna food vlog about organic things. You're just gonna food vlog about things that you're very passionate about, such as, I don't know, meat or alternative towards meat. What I'm trying to say is that you will not be able to develop a skill, an inspiration, or things that you want to do in the future if you don't execute. Yeah. Kasi if that even stops you from even executing, you're already removing yourself from being successful by not even trying. Why? Because you've already lost even before you start. So that is why, my friends, most people don't upload contents in the internet, not because they're not good at it, but because they're afraid of the judgment of the people when they upload a content that is not good. There will be no Nas Daily, there will be no Gary Vaynerchuk, there will be no Kong TV, there will be no Will Dasovich, there will be no RTD if we were scared to upload our first content. And I'm telling you, my friends, every single first content of the content creator that they uploaded sucked. At least for their standard right now. But you have to start from somewhere. Yeah. And one of the ways for you to start is actually not to give or not to overvalue the people's opinion towards what you're doing. Because why are you letting someone stop you from making yourself happy? Is this person or those people that you're valuing their opinions from, do they contribute a single ounce of happiness to your life? And if the answer is no, you know how absurd it is, right? But it's very funny. That's what most people are doing. They give so much opinion on what people will say about them. So it's time to stop. See, these are the things that I'm teaching. Most people, most mentors would just jump automatically with content creation. Would just jump automatically about the things that ito yung gagawin mo mag-edit ka, dapat ganito yung cut mo. Yung lighting mo dapat maganda. But the people that they're teaching are not even convinced that they can actually do a good content. Right? So it's just like alam mo yung sa 300 na scene, Yung tinanong ni Leonidas yung mga nakasalubong niyang warriors, what do you do? Sabi niya, I'm a carpenter, I'm like this, I'm like that. Tapos tinanong niya yung squad niya. Yung squad niya, their only profession is being a soldier. You get what I'm saying? So that's inner game, my friends. That's what inner game can do to us.
Yeah. Tsaka i-add ko lang rin doon, no? Kumbaga parang sa mga iniisip kasi natin na topic din, ang dami na rin talagang gumagawa na parang nakaka-intimidate na, ay, mas magaling silang gawin to, wag ko na lang gawin yung topic na yan. Parang ganun. Pero, Joven, to ano lang to add lang rin, there's only one Joven.
Yeah.
Ikaw lang kumbaga parang authenticity pa rin di ba? Na parang, it's only you that yung personality mo, yun yung mapapakita mo through doing your vlogs. And eventually, baka mamaya nga yung mga sinasabi mo magagaling na yun, makakollab mo pa in the future Na
Exactly.
same niche kayo, di ba?
Exactly, brother. Work until your idols becomes your rival. Di ba?
Yeah. Or parang ano ka partner, parang ganon.
Oh, partner.
Oo.
At least.
Di ba? So,
I mean, you could be even way better than them.
mhm.
Pero you're not gonna be able to go there if you don't execute.
Yeah.
Diba? Kung gusto mo mag-execute, Joven, mag-enroll ka na. Okay?
So, take your first small step by enrolling. Nandyan yung link. Okay. Ito na lang, no, RTD, what are the, ano yung mga lessons, or you could just give 3 lessons that you can share, lalo na sa mga people or content creator na gustong mag-pursue ng vlogging?
First, you have to be grateful, or you have to be grateful that you're living in this time. Kasi everything that I'm telling you is all obsolete if it was just 10 years or even 15 years earlier. But since this is the time, because internet is there and there's process, raw materials are there. You just have to move yourself out and do things. You have to be grateful. There's supposed to be gratitude that you are living in this era. Kasi if you're not grateful, you think that internet is just something that you would use just for you to video call yung taong loloko sa'yo. But no, the internet could actually be a potential, not a potential, one of the greatest ways for you to live a happier life by learning how to gain attention through content creation, through video content creation around the things that you love doing, and build a monetization structure around it in the bones, or in the foundation of the internet. That's possible. Number 2 lesson is that you have to really be sure that this is the thing that you want to do. Because if this is not, just because you love the fame, you love the money, and you love being, I don't know, have a lot of fans, and this is something that most people would actually is in this genre, because of those shallow reasons, you have to think twice. The intent, my friend, I will never, ever convince someone to go into content creation if they themselves don't know if they want to really create content. Kahit na may pera ka na sa harap ko at tinanong kita ng tanong na sigurado ka ba dito, hindi ko pa alam, i-check ko pa then I'm tatanggihan ko yon, because that's gonna be useless. Whatever it is that I'm gonna be teaching is useless. Bago pa tayo nagsimula, natalo ka na. So this is supposed to be something that you really want to do, and the intent is supposed to be more than that. And I don't judge you if ever ang intent mo dito is fame and money, because that was my intent when I was starting. But it eventually evolved. So your intent is supposed to evolve. And last is, sa lahat ng paghihirap mo sa editing, sa lahat ng paghihirap mo sa pag-iisip ng content, sa lahat ng paghihirap mong gumawa ng logo, mag-post sa Canva, mag-set up ng Facebook Live, mag-share ng mga videos doon sa group chat, or mag-share ng mga videos doon sa mga groups, all of it is worth it. Because in the place that I am in right now, I wake up every single freaking morning. No one is telling me what to do. and I live every single day of my life according to my own terms. I go do things that makes me feel alive, makes me feel happy. And if those things are the things that you have to go through, those difficulties, those trials, it's worth it. The squeeze is worth the juice. Ganon.
Wow. Grabe. Summarize ko lang yung i-recap ko lang yung mga sinabi ni RTD, no? Pero yung tatlo, be grateful that you are living in this era or this time, no? Kasi kumaga parang may mga resources na tayo pwedeng gamitin, especially if you're starting video creation or vlogging. Be sure that this is the thing that you really want to do. And those two, pag nagawa mo yun, all of it is worth it.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi yun talaga yung yun yung gusto mong gawin Yun yung intention mo
Yes, sir.
You just have to start. You just have to do it. Sabi nga ng Nike.
Yes, just do it.
Yan. So, sagutin lang natin tong question. May question lang dito si JR Jimenez, RTD.
Okay.
Sabi niya is, how did you balance your time while having a regular job before and lead you to focusing on what you love? What are the sacrifices you thought worth it? And so, what usual situations for the others are busy with work or family? Marami siyang question,
To be honest with you, to answer this question, JR is student ko din to sa first batch to siya, pioneer batch to si JR. Taga dito yan siya sa Dubai, so I'll meet you soon, brother. First off, there's no such thing as busy. It's just that those things that you think you don't have time are not a priority. So, if the thing that you love doing is not a priority for you, you will always say that you will be busy. I understand you have a job. Pero if you think about it, my friends, everyone has the same 24 hours. This cliche, same 24 hours bullshit again. Yes, but this is true. Lahat tayo may 24 hours, every single individual. And if you have a job right now, and I'm not telling everyone to jump right away. If you're gonna do something stupid, you do it smart. I didn't quit right away. I build my content while working to a company. I build my personal brand while working. What are you doing after the job? Like, say, for example, you have like an 8 to 5 job or 9 to 5 job. Like, let's say, after 5 o'clock, magta-travel ka, uwi ka ng 7 o'clock. Kakain ka, sabihin na natin 7:30 to 8 o'clock. What are you doing from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the evening? You're too tired? Then your dreams are not as important because you're not too tired. It's just that you're unmotivated on pursuing that dream. Over time, fine, that could be the case. Pero at the end of the day, you still have the weekends. Diba? Sabi nga nila, the worst workout is the workout that never happened. So, it's same as true with content creation or your process towards pursuing this is that when you don't even try. Kahit na sabihin natin 1 oras, 2 oras, like even writing the content creation or even creating a poster or even conceptualizing, that itself is already a step towards the thing that you love doing. Kasi most of the time, people would just say that I don't have time, I don't have job, I don't have time, and I'm too busy. And I was too busy as well before. I have a 14 million peso target every single month on my previous company. And imagine how busy I was pursuing that target. Pero at the end of the day, I set my priorities straight. If I was capable of putting important things for this company and I was able to execute this, and this is someone else's dream, this is not my dream, and I'm able to give my skill towards this company so that someone's dream, the owner or someone, is being fulfilled, why can't I put my own skill to my own dreams? Like, real talk. Kung kaya mong ibigay yung 100% mo para sa pangarap ng iba, ba't hindi mo kayang ibigay yun sa sarili mo? Something to think about, my friends.
Wow. Malalim yun, guys, Sabi nga ni Carla dito, you will always make time for things that are important to you. Diba?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's really talaga, it's either 0 or 100%. Diba? Hindi pwedeng kalahati, hindi pwedeng 75%. And with that, RTD, thank you very much for accepting our invitation dito sa sa Passionate Conversations by the Passionate Creators. Sa mga gusto magtanong, kanina may mga nagtatanong about your vlogging academy. Where can they find you or saan kanila pwedeng makontak? And any events na gusto mong i-promote?
Yes, my friends, I will have a free webinar this Wednesday, which is gonna be the next day. I was supposed to put a poster. Anyway, yeah, I will be having a free webinar. The 3 steps into creating meaningful content. 3-step formula. And I will have an RTD Vlogging Academy Batch 10. There will only be 7 slots left na lang. So, if you guys are interested, it's gonna start March 26, 27, 28. It's a 3-day intensive course. If you like what you saw right now, if you like even this is just, I think, 1%, 5% or 10% of the entire thing. If you're able to tell yourself that you're able to get a lot of value from this, imagine a 3-day with me. And these are one of the very last times that I'm gonna be doing this live. Yung course, maybe batch 10 and 11 will be the last. I'm not sure, maybe the batch 10 will be the last because I'm gonna automize it and I'm gonna put it in the internet. So this will be your chance, my friend. Take advantage of that. If you are a Passionate Creator member, there is a special discount for you that still stands. Massive, I think it's more than 65% discount if you're from Passionate Creator. So if you want to take advantage of that, that offer is only gonna be from batch 9 to batch 10. So batch 9 already done sila, lad na yon. Batch 10. So sa lahat ng 38 na taong nanonood ngayon, reach out to me. Don't worry, there will also be flexible payment terms. It's not right away you can pay like the entire amount. It will be very flexible. I just have to ask you for a 3,000 pesos just for you to secure that slot. RTD Vlogging Academy, let me teach you the inner game of vlogging. Let me give that fuel so that you can use that to ultimately live a life in your own terms by learning how to create content in the internet. At hindi lang inner game, meron technicalities din for sure. Like how I'm able to build this lighting setup, what are the things that you're supposed to buy, ano yung audio equipments, editing techniques somehow, what are the camera equipments that you're supposed to get, and yung mga posting techniques itself, anong oras, anong format, all of those things are going to be mentioned there. Those are my formula. And the things that I'm teaching you are not theory. These all work because you are being mentored by a practitioner and a practitioner that's still doing his craft. Yeah.
Yun. So guys, ako I really highly recommended yung RTD Vlogging Academy kasi ako graduate ako from batch 9 and yung inner game na pinag-uusapan natin dito kanina, that's ilang percent lang, 5% lang, 10% lang ng the whole 3-day. Tsaka ano lang siya, hindi siya yung basta-basta turo lang ng turo si RTD. Meron din mga activities, tsaka yung mga practice din ng mga tinuturo para talagang learn and implement siya. Hindi siya learn lang. Yan. So yun yung isa sa mga
hindi to good to know.
Yeah.
Sabi nga ni Carla, ay hindi pala to good to know, sabi niya. No, you will have to execute on the things that I'm teaching you. So, if you want to know more, you can PM me Real Talk Darbs. Real Talk Darbs.
Yeah.
Pwede ko bang i-type yan dyan?
Yes.
Ito, Real Talk Darbs. Yan.
Nakalagay rin sa natin yan, guys. Nakalagay rin yan sa description natin ng live na to. Nakalink yan.
Nandun pala yung link sa taas. Check nyo lang yan. You can PM me directly. I reply. Ako po nagre-reply sa lahat ng mga messages ko. So, imagine, I'm still doing the reply until this very moment. Because that's how I want my connection with my audience are.
Yeah. Tsaka cool. Yan, approachable yan si Kuya Darbs. Napakabait niyan. Of course. Yan.
Thank you very much, lad.
And yun nga, sa mga passionate creators VIP dyan, you can message me rin para dun sa sinasabi ni RTD kanina na offer for the passionate creators na member. Yan, abangan nyo lang yan. Si Nico daw yung nagsabi ng
si Nico pala, sorry.
Nag-correct.
Hindi pala good to know to.
Pero yun, worth it guys yung And lastly na lang guys, no, I want to promote sa mga PCBIP dyan. On March 20, yung ating first anniversary, guys. Yun, so this is an RSVP. So sa mga natin guys, sa mga group chat natin, sinend na namin yung mga form for you to register because we prepared something amazing for all of you. Pang-anniversary talaga to guys. And hopefully makapag-attend kayo and maka-register kayo dyan sa ating first anniversary on March 20, 2021. Grabe, napakabilis ng panahon. Ayan.
Yun,
And
matay na yung ilaw ko lang.
ayun nga, saktong-sakto weather.
ilaw ko.
Ayun, ano pala yung cue yun para sa natin sa end screen natin. But anyway, thank you again RTD. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation. And hopefully guys, you've enjoyed and you learned something dito sa ating session and episode. I hope to see you there sa ating sa RTD Vlogging Academy. Wala man ako doon pero si RTD yung makakita sa inyo and hopefully maka-attend kayo dyan. Ayan.
Tsaka meron tayong clan meetings na every month after next month. So this is gonna be by clan. There's a clan war. Tinatawag ko na yun. Content creation war. So this is to challenge each batch to do and the prize are very big. So abangan nyo lang yan. Basta, sa susunod ko na sasabihin pag confirm
Secret.
Cool?
Cool. Grabe, sa yan. Amazing, nakaka-excite yan. And sa mga, batch 9, may clan war daw. Ayan.
Yes,
so,
batch 9.
Guys, thank you very much for watching Passionate Conversations. We will see you next week para sa ating last episode for this season. And always remember to activate your passion and activate your purpose. Bye everyone and have a good night.
Thank you very much.